Good morning. Good morning, Amy. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. If you're joining us live, go ahead and say hello or good morning in the comments. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay so I know you were here. So we're going to be trying a little bit of a different schedule for the next few months. First of all, for those of you joining us for the first time, I'm Dr. Disha Phillip, cardiologist who deals with all matters of the heart, founder of the Path to Meditation Mastery, and heart math practitioner. And so we like to meet here in the mornings. We've been doing it Monday through Friday, almost over a year. But we're going to be doing a little bit of something different as we are launching a new session of the Path to Meditation Mastery. And so we will be meeting here live on Mondays for Meditation Mondays. And then feel free to practice on your own during the week. And for those of us who have been in the Path to Meditation Mastery, good morning, Rebecca. We'll be meeting in a more intimate group for the rest of the days. So welcome. Here we meet in the mornings because morning is a special time to set the tone for our day and to charge up. It's almost like plugging in our cell phone battery and increasing the charge. And so we start our day from that place of full energy with like I said, with the positive vibration, so we can give that to ourselves and to all those that we're interacting with. And the morning time is a special time for that. It's interesting. It took me a long time to understand that because I was like, well, maybe I'm a night owl. Maybe I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm definitely much better in the morning. But some of you may not be, which is cool too. Anytime is a good time to plug in the cell phone battery, right? Plug in the charger. If you need it, you need it. Oftentimes I'll find myself, got to plug in, got to meditate in the middle of the day, lunch hour, right? Or lunch half hour, 20 minutes, whatever it is, or right before I come into the home after work, just sit in my car for 10, 15 minutes and recenter, recharge, regroup so I can show up for my family in the way that I want to and not being hijacked by and triggered by a low battery and, just little things, right? So, all righty. So let's go ahead and get our messages for the day, May 9th, Monday, May 9th. So, keeping my mind calm and clear is the safest way to face unexpected situations. Keeping my mind calm and clear is the safest way to face unexpected situations. What a beautiful, wonderful reminder, right? When we're in the crazy frenzy, oh my God, it's happening, oh my God, right? It's almost like that cartoon where you see like everybody like running around, right? When we're in that state, right, nothing good can happen because we're in that state of fight or flight, right? They also talk about fight, flight, or freeze. For some people, they may just be frozen in fear, right? So this is where we practice and we talk about that ability of being the detached observer. It's watching the drama of life, watching what's going on, and with a calm consciousness, and then deciding what's the next right move from a place of love. And if we're not used to having a calm, clear mind, it's never been modeled to us, we've never seen it. I see so many people in the office who say, oh, I'm just an anxious person. I'm just anxious. My mother was anxious. Her mother was anxious. We're all just anxious people. Yet they're in the cardiologist's office, right? But they say, I think it's nothing. I think it's just my anxiety. I think it's just the stress. We've been like this in my family. And so it's written off as nothing. Sometimes it is not nothing. It's always something, right? And even if your physical heart is fine, if you live in that state of all the time, right? Our quality of life suffers, and that's not health, right? Health is not just the absence of disease, right? What is health? You can stick it in the comments. What is health to you? What does that mean? To me, health is having the energy to do what I want to do, to feel, have that joyful, energetic body, right? And a reflective mind. It's those intentions that we say at the end of the meditation, and feeling light and not feeling weighed down and heavy by all my thoughts, right? And so when I'm in that place of lightness of being, of joyfulness, or even observing the drama of life and not getting sucked into it, later you can reflect on it and be like, wow, I didn't get sucked into that. And as we meditate, as we cultivate that practice, those things happen more and more. You notice yourself staying in that calm, clear mind. For those of us who are physicians, right, in the meditation for female physicians group, ladies, like maybe, I think this is pretty common for many of us, like in the middle of a code, say, in the hospital. It's something where in that frenzied state, that you're the one who's got to run that code in that moment, right? And there is a calm that comes over. For many of us, not everybody. I remember being in medical school and watching the hospitalist once run a code, and I was, the med student, and I was just sat in awe at his complete command of the situation and the command of the moment, and being very clear. Okay, we're going to do one of epi. Here we go. Next round, right? What's the rhythm? What's the pulse? Is there a pulse? All right, next round of atropine, right? And just like running that code. I mean, I was really awed by his composure through the whole entire thing. And I remember when I was looking for a new OBGYN, and I was asking in the maternity ward at the hospital, like, who's a good surgeon, who's a good doctor, like who's really good in the OR. I remember somebody said, ask the anesthesiologist, they know who all the good surgeons are and stuff. And I remember somebody saying, oh, you want to go with Dr. So-and-so because she has complete command in the OR, and she's not frenzied at all. She has complete command of the entire room, of exactly what's happening, and calm, focused, right? And that's who you want taking care of you, right? And that's how that kind of a quality of keeping a calm mind and a clear mind when you're leading a situation is so very powerful, and it's so important to be able to lead in that way. All right. I hope everyone had a happy Mother's Day. I've been working in the hospital, but it still had a beautiful Mother's Day. We went to the Tulip Festival in Albany, and it was beautiful. Tulips are Ria's flower, because she was born during this time of year. And so we saw so many, so beautiful. I'll try to post some pictures later. All right. May 9th, ask and it is given. Here we go. Often you are pulled this way and that in an attempt to please another, only to discover that no matter how hard you try, you cannot consistently move in any pleasing direction. And so you not only do not please them, but you also do not please yourself. And because you are being pulled in so many different directions, your path to where you want to be usually gets lost in the process. This is the classic plight of Dun, 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 dun. The pleaser. Right? If you identify yourself as a pleaser, put it in the comments. Pleaser, right? What is a pleaser? The pleaser is exactly this. The pleaser is the person who's trying to please everybody, right? What do you want? You want this? I got this. You want this? You got this. You want this? I got this. And yet, we quickly notice that everybody's like, no, like you never satiate the desire, right? And the next thing you know, after days, weeks, months, years of pleasing, you're just sitting there pissed off in resentment. And you're like, I did this for you, I did that for you, and you're still not happy. And then I did this, and then I bent over backwards that way, and then I bent over backwards this way, and then I contorted myself into a twist, and you still weren't happy. Right? And that's what happens in the plight of the pleaser. It's crazy. And suddenly we wake up one day and we think, wow, I'm really miserable, right? And I've spent all this time pleasing, right? Oh, Rebecca, I used to be, right? Good for you. Because then we learned from one of our mentors, right? Stacey Martinez I used to be a pleaser. There we go. Me too. Huge, right? Where we think that if we show up and do everything for everybody else, we will be happy. And quickly we realize that we have become incredibly depleted, incredibly worn out, because we never did anything to fill ourselves up. I mean, that's part of the reason where I started with meditation, because I was depleted. And I realized that, holy cow, I felt like I was doing all this stuff for everybody else and nobody was happier and I was spent, right? And so what is the difference, right? Often people say, I give and give and give. No, giving. So the difference between pleasing and giving. Pleasing is doing things to try to please everybody. We might be doing it because we want to make everybody happy, but really it comes from a deep sense of unworthiness, right? That we're not pleasing ourselves. And we think that if we do this for everybody else or for whoever, our parents, our partner, our children, right? Then finally we'll be worthy of love. Hang on, my love.
Did you use this?
No, not yet.
Oh, please.
I will. And sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah. So then we think that we'll finally be worthy of love if that person is happy with me or this person is happy with me. Because we don't realize that fundamentally we are love. Maybe nobody told us that, right? And we don't have to please anybody to be worthy of love, because just by being who we are, being in this body, being aware of our own soul consciousness, we realize that we are love. So what is true giving? True giving is when we do something for someone with the spirit of giving, with zero expectation of anything in return. Zero. We don't expect appreciation. Good morning, Janelle. Welcome. We don't expect appreciation. We don't expect exaltation. We don't expect anything. It's with no expectation whatsoever. And that's when we're truly giving. And it's extremely difficult, though, to give when our wells are empty, when our cell phone battery, right? When our charge is completely depleted in the toilet. And so that's why it's so very important that we first focus on filling ourselves up before we try and attempt to give. Because if we're giving with the expectation of taking and receiving, it just ends up in the boomerang of resentment and depletion. So, Elise wanted me to show you. I'll show you. She made me, happy Mother's Day, love Elise. She made me this beautiful scrub, sugar, coconut oil, strawberry essential scrub to exfoliate. That's what she was asking me. And so it smells really amazing. All right. Does somebody want to pick a card for today?
Okay, me.
All right. What's today?
Monday, May 9th.
Mm-hmm.
It is Power of Love.
Power of love.
Yeah.
I just showed them with the beautiful sugar scrub.
Oh yeah, I made that for.
You did. Maybe you could like make a bunch and sell them.
Maybe.
Ooh, I'll have to give a review.
Sure.
Mm.
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be yummy? All right.
Yeah, maybe we can
Smells really
sell
good.
them to you guys.
You want one? Who wants one?
Type in the chat if you
Yeah.
want.
A very yummy smelling coconut sugar scrub to exfoliate your dead skin cells, because we have to take care of the vehicle of our soul, which is our bodies, right? All righty. All right, let's see. Oh, Lisa's writing a comment. Who? They probably want the review first. Oh, what do you
Okay.
want? Okay, yeah. I'll give them a review later. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what the message of the day is.
I don't really know what the review for this is.
No, I gotta try. So what that means is I'll try it and then
Oh.
I'll tell them how much I loved it.
Oh, okay.
And then maybe they'll want one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and pick a card. What is the message we need to hear today?
Here's one of the sneakiest ones. Self-love. Do you realize that the love of self is necessary to love another? We got this one a lot, but
We got this one a lot, and it was perfect for what we were talking about today. Holy cow. Self-love, right? You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. This is where we get confused, I think, because so many people think, oh, I'm giving out of love, but really they're just pleasing, and they think it's because of love. Oh, because I love you, so I want to please you. But the thing is that if you haven't loved yourself first, you can't love anybody else properly either, because it ends up pleasing, and then it boomerangs into resentment, and then nobody's happy, right? So let's read this. Thank you, my love. All righty. Self-love. Clearly, we all need to hear this, myself included. As the old saying goes, you can't love somebody else until you love yourself. It's true. The most important goal you can achieve in this physical dimension is that of loving yourself unconditionally. And a tough one. You are the very person who knows your dark secrets, faults, and shortcomings the best. It's easy to see the good in other people because you don't know anyone but yourself inside and out. Do you really think that you are the only person you know who is not worthy of your love? Your soul is perfect. Your human shell is imperfect, and so is everyone else's. The quality of love you give out is only as good as the quality of love you have for yourself. So stop shortchanging the world by not loving yourself with the same intensity you do others. You've made mistakes, but you've learned from them. That's what progress and spiritual evolution are all about. Love your weaknesses as much as your strengths, because they are your teachers. So huge. So when you find yourself getting frustrated with yourself, frustrated with another, stop. Say thank you and ask yourself, what is it that I'm supposed to be learning in this moment? What is it? How can I take personal responsibility for myself and shine the light of love on the situation and see it differently? How do we do that? Sometimes we need to get quiet and meditate, and the answers will come. Okay. So It's time. Let's go ahead and get comfortable. So now we're going to start the meditation. Let's go ahead and get comfortable wherever you are sitting. Close your eyes and visualize your heart in the center of your chest with 2 nostrils, one in the right ventricle, one on the left. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath into your heart. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe into your heart and really make an earnest effort to conjure up those feelings of love, joy, passion, enthusiasm. Breathe out of your heart. Breathe normally. And we'll begin by asking ourselves the 4 soul questions. Question 1. Who am I? Who am I? Just be. Second question. What do I want? What is my deepest desire? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Third question. What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and others? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Fourth question. What am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? Allow anything at all to come to you in the form of a sensation, image, feeling, or thought. Now we'll begin the repetition of our mantra. For those of you who already have your personalized primordial sound meditation mantra, go ahead and start repeating that now. For everyone else, we'll use the mantra So Hum. So we'll silently repeat So Hum. So Hum. So Hum. Please continue repeating your mantra. I will keep the time and I'll let you know when it's time to stop. Enjoy your meditation. Please keep your eyes closed and stop repeating your mantra and rest. Rest in existence. Rest in awareness. Rest in consciousness. Just rest. And as we rest, I'll pronounce 4 intentions. Go ahead and repeat them silently and release them into being. Joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Reflective, alert mind. And lightness of being. Lightness of being. Continue to rest. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes. Give yourself a big stretch. And bring your palms together to heart center and give yourself a little bow of gratitude for bringing yourself here today to charge up, to start your week from a healthy place. And from this place of love and light, let's give a blast of that energy out to all of our family, our friends, our community, our city, our state, our country, to our entire planet, to every single brother and sister soul out there. And then from there, we give a blast of that love and light energy out into the universe. And then from there, it gets boomeranged right back to us. We'll say namaste. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And we will see you later. Sending you love.